Today it is 22nd of February 2025, and our topic of discussion today is a Panch Maha Prana. So we'll go and discuss in detail what the Panch Maha Prana and their significance is, and there are other associated questions, and what is prana in general, and what is Mahaprana, and what are the roles of each, so that we discuss in detail in today. So, and today is session number 235, our WeAreOne group weekly session. So let us start our today's session. So this, I think, initial 4 questions have been put by Nirupam. Nirupam, you are here.
Yes. I question. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead with your first question.
My first question is what is the significance of each Mahaprana?
Okay. Okay. So that is, let us understand in general that first we start with what is the prana, and then we'll go into the detail of Panch Maha Prana and then their role. We'll go into this sequence because this has to cover a lot of areas of this question. So first is what is the prana? So prana is literally means is a life force energy or our vital energy, which runs the life, or life means, to be very specific, our physical life means our physical body. So that needs to run that. So it is like prana is a force that has been used to run our body. So that is why prana. And the prana, the energy, it's while entering into our body or say exiting into our body, mainly it uses our breath. So breath is, you can say, the vehicle of prana. So based on, just to understand purposes, based on the type of vehicle, you will get it, how much energy and what way you will receive it, and what quality of that. Like different type of vehicle take us into different places, and our, the way we can go and how many people can go. If you're having a bicycle, then there is a limitation how fast it can go, how much load it can carry. It will simply a little better if it is a motorcycle. So then further go to a car. So beyond that, so there will be maybe some fast car or the racing car that there with a better engine and so on and so forth. So all it depends upon what type of, the fastness and how much we'll be achieving with that vehicle. So in that sense, you can say the breath is the vehicle of prana. It itself is not prana. Breath itself is not prana, it is a vehicle which allows our, the prana to enter and exit our body. So that is the prana. And like that, the energy when it enters into our body, so there is a system in our body, so it is called the Nadi system. Energy flows through Nadi, and we have about 72,000 Nadis in our body. So through that, the energy, flows. You can say that it is like electrical system of a building. So it is not physically visible, but there is some wires through which the electricity passes, and which gives the energy to the whole building, like lights and fan, air conditioner, and other electric kettle or whatever. So those are the distribution system is through the electric network, which is concealed in the wall and things like that, and through that electricity passes. And we have a different system of controlling that electricity. Different areas in the different circuits and other things, it is divided, and the junction boxes and things like that. So you can say that that is our energy system of that building, which provides the energy to all the rooms of that building. So same in our body with we have the nadis, which we can say the equivalent to the electrical network. So in the building, so through that nadis, it reaches all the places all over our body, different functions of our body. And the nadis that have a central corridor, and that is called Sushumna Nadi. And Sushumna Nadi has the main corridor, you can say highway, and there are some 7 chakras are there. You can say those are the islands which is responsible for distributing it. So prana is a life force energy. Breathing is a vehicle that is enter and exit in our body through that normally. There are other methods, I will come into that. But prana particularly comes mainly through by air we take all the time. And then distribution is through the energy network with the nadi system. There are total 72,000 nadis in all over our body. We have a Sushumna Nadi, which is a central corridor, which is parallel to our spinal cord, and there are chakras are there. So that's why chakras are important to maintain the energy distribution all over our body. And different chakras, of course, having different functions and things like that. So this is the energy system, and now let us talk about that. About what are the types of energy and the roles of that energy. Okay, entering through body or main system is fine. It is called, it's through breathing we enter into it, the energy enters our body. Then there are different part of the body has it needed to run the operations of that particular body. Yeah. So then I'm just saying roughly because it is not that clear cut and simple, but just for understanding purposes, I'm telling. If there is further question, I will answer in detail. So you can say the first mahaprana, that mahaprana is which is the topmost, most powerful, the pranic energies which needed to run our body, yeah, whole body, physical body. So first one is the name Panch Maha Prana, and the name is prana. It itself name is prana. It is responsible for the receiving that energy. Yeah, so it is receptor of our physical body. So the prana, the mahaprana, it operates the system where we need to get something from the environment or from outside or something which goes in our body, which we need our body to get in. Then the prana, first mahaprana name is prana, so that is responsible for that. So it is responsible for all kind of reception system of our body. So of course it is breathing, also it is reception. When we look something, it eyes, we can come something, we can hear something comes into us, and touch, some feeling comes into us, all these kinds of receptions. These kind of things are governed by the prana, mahaprana. First mahaprana, his name is prana. So you can say it is responsible for all the receptions by our body, all kinds of receptions. It is responsible for that. Okay. Next is the apana. Apana is, on the other hand, it is responsible which has to go out from our body. One is the reception, one is the exit. Whatever need to exit from our body, so whatever way it is, and that is the part of the thing has been, those systems, those operations have been governed, energetically governed. And I'm not saying physically. Physically, instrument may be different parts of the body, but overall that functionality, you can say the department. Yeah, you think like that. It is like different departments of say energy, say distribution system. So maybe there is a different substations responsible for different areas of a say town or city or or a state. So this kind of thing, they're responsible for different areas and activities. Some departments are responsible for industrial load, some distribution, the domestic load, and some distribution, street lighting and all municipal loads and things like that. So there is a different department responsible for different activities which need energy. Okay, fine. So just fundamental understanding. First Mahaprana is prana, responsible for receiving something. And apana, the second one, mahaprana, is responsible where something we need to exit from our body. Yeah, that is also equally important. And means if it is only intake, no outgoing, then it will rot. It will be like a stored there, and it will create a problem. So equally important to exit whatever its purpose is over or it is already processed, so it need to go out. So those kind of things. So apana is responsible for that. Now the third one, samana. Samana is responsible for absorption or digestion kind of thing, like which needs, okay, energy come, now it needs to be absorbed into our body, different part of the body. So this is, this particular thing, activities is governed by the samana energy. Anything need to be absorbed into the body, and digestion is one of them. Yeah, food digestion, energy from food, all those things. So digestive system and then all comes under this. Yeah. So that is samana. Next is urana. Urana is like it is little bit of you can say the urana is a governing part of the body, or you can say it is a nervous system or a brain. So it is responsible for the nervous system or the brain kind of thing, or the mind and thought, which deals with thoughts and all those kind of things. So urana, it dealt with our upper part of the body, you can say. So, and this upper part of the body is, so that is urana energy, and which is goes to put the energy upward, like whatever we needed. You can think it is controlling our basically nervous system. Yeah, nadis are an energy system, but we do have a neurons and the nervous system, so which is also controlled, and central control system is brain. So it also urana energy is, you can say, the controlling our brain and the whole nervous system and things like that. So that is about the urana. And Vayan basically, if you Vayana is a responsible for the liquid circulatory system, or the blood, circulation on our body. So like urana, if the central processing area is a brain, then if the Vayan is the circulation system, main processing unit is our heart. Yeah, so it is responsible for heart and all these kind of arteries and veins, and the way the liquid ways it will circulate nutrients and oxygen and many other things. It is going on taking out the toxins from the cells and things like that. So this all the circulatory system, so it is responsible for that. Yeah. So just I repeat the purpose of that. First prana, first mahaprana, the name is prana. So it is responsible for any kind of reception from outside to our body. Apana is which is exiting from our body. And samana is like it is digestive system, absorption, what need to be absorbed, that part it will take care of the samana. Urana, it goes to the mind and the nervous system. And Vayana is the circulatory system of the heart system, which is all over the body, so that it controls in that way. This also, let me also tell you that these are also associated with, in Ayurveda, there are each prana associated with prana vayu. They say when we, like you remember I told you in the daily cycle, the Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, these three things, yeah. Vata, dosh, means which is related to air. So all these five in the Ayurveda, it is associated with the prana vayu, apana vayu, urana vayu, samana vayu, and vayana vayu. Yeah, the different air they consider. And that air can be mapped like which area of the body it affects. So you can say that the central part, like when you breathe in, that this part, it is operated by the prana. Apana is our navel and below, that is operating that vayu, apana vayu goes there. Samana is in the digestive system, in the circulatory movement of that vayu. Yeah, so that is samana vayu. Urana vayu goes up towards the brain, and from here goes up. So that is the movement of that. And vayana, it actually circulates around our whole body. Vayana vayu, so vayan. So that is how they operate. But anyway, when I explain the purpose, and if you say the vayu-wise understanding, so those are the areas of the body, main body, that has been covered into that is from the Ayurveda point of view. So they can do that. So why it is important to know that which the area of the body and which part of the body it governs? Because if you have any issues, physical ailment or any diseases and all, then out of this it determines which part of that body, not physical part, like which area, which department it is reporting. Like I was giving example of the different department of power supply. So here they say, suppose something happened wrong in some industrial area. So it goes to the energy which deals with the industrial load. So it goes to them to sort it out. So that's why if there is a disease or something, etc., so then they find out that which vayu caused it. I mean, vayu means it is not functioning properly. It's not smooth. It needs to be smoothened. It needs to be, make it normalize, and that is how the healing happens. So if we understand up to this simple way, so that means that we all have all this Panch Maha Prana. Disease happens when there is a disbalance, and type of disease tells us which vayu caused it or which the area of the energy it caused it. So that can be done. That can be some the energy deficiency can be met up to the level, so that again the balance comes into the body and it rounds. Okay. So all right. So this is the 5. So I will leave it there. So this is the 5. Nirupam, that was your question or anything else was there? 5 Mahaprana.
Yeah, very beautifully explained. I understand it's a very complex subject.
Okay, I'll make it simple. By the way, this is not all.
This is not all. Not all.
Yeah, I'm not telling this is a PhD. I'm saying this is from general understanding. No, we need common basic understanding. So this will help you just to basically understand this is what its roles are and this is what it does. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next.
Before we go to the next question, just one query. Except that Panch Maha Prana, there are more pranas also, or?
There are more pranas, but they are not they are not main, not mahaprana. Okay.
Okay.
There is something called I think upaprana or something. Sub category. Let me give you some examples. Suppose it is a little funny. Suppose yawning. Yawning is not governed by any of the 5 I just explained. Yeah.
Achha.
Sneezing. Yes. Okay. These departments are there a small level of prana which deals with this kind of activities of the body. Okay.
Okay.
Sneezing and yawning and this kind of stuff. So those are subcategory of the thing. It doesn't come into the main functions of the body, but our body does that. Yeah. Our body, even the scratching. Yeah. That doesn't come into that thing. So we go into the detail to understand how it happens and things like that. So that is interesting. But yes, to answer your question, yes, there are some subcategories of prana which deals with multiple things in our body. Our body is a very nicely built but complex machine. Okay, so it needs different types of energies and different types of handling to make it run smoothly in unison. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'll go to the next question. What is the importance of their balancing in the body? Balancing of the Panch Maha Prana.
Yeah. It is. See, like, let me come to that, the electrical thing. Yeah, electrical distribution system. When some is industrial load, some is domestic load, and street load, and things like that. So all this power sector need to be balanced, because one sector cannot draw more than what is designed, and then other will suffer. At the same time, you have to see the installed capacity, whether the system itself is good enough to run that or not. If not, then you have to system need to be upgraded. So as per our own body constitution, individually, all our body constitutional are different. Basically same, but the detail wise, it is different. Fundamentally same. So based on our constitution, our energy distribution also has to be unique. And that is where it comes that all this kind of distribution and all need to be balanced. Like, as for example, all our energy cannot be taken by our brain. So we'll be very weak, very intelligent, but very weak. Or at the same time, maybe nothing goes to the brain, and we are, all physical activity takes everything. This is also not good. We'll not be able to decide anything. Circulation also, it is important. The body circulation is needed for every cell to run healthy body. Same as the digestive system. So all these things should work in synchronization. It works together, and that is called the balance. It's like four wheels of a car. One wheel cannot run faster than the others, even though it can. Capacity wise, it may have a capacity to run maybe 200 kilometers per hour, but the whole car is going maybe 80 kilometers per hour. So all wheel need to, give that balance, so that no individual wheel is run faster than the others. Then the car will break down. Okay, if that happens. Same thing. So that is why balancing is important. Okay, the balancing of the whole thing is important. But also, let me also tell you, then whatever we are practicing and all those things, so we are talking, we need more energy. So if it takes more energy, to more imbalance will happen, no? Okay. So that is why it is not only how much energy we are taking, how we are operating, how we are managing it is equally important. Yeah. And that's where the chakras come into play. All the chakra balancing and things like that, the distribution network, if all chakras are powerful, then it will be able to handle higher level of energy, able to distribute higher level of energy without depriving any one sector in any way. So if everything runs smoothly, then whole system is capable enough to get into the more energy, utilizing them, balancing them, and you get best, out of it. Overall, what will happen? Our body vibration goes up. Very efficient, thing goes up. So the energy top up only happen if everything is balanced. Any kind of imbalance cannot make it faster. Like, the car example, all four wheels of the car need to be balanced. No? The wheel balancing, if it is a little bit, half a degree deviation from one particular wheel will not allow the car to move faster. So that balancing also equally important, so that you can attain the maximum available possible speed with that vehicle. Same here. So by keeping our energy system very active and with the optimum operation, we'll be able to get more energy, utilize more energy, absorb more energy, and not only that, excess amount of energy, it will be used for healing, or it will be passed it on to someone. That's what the masters do. Okay, so they don't have any deficiency of energy. They can handle much high capacity energy, and that's how they can, their energy, the vibration is high. They can, even they cater 100 people, nothing happens to them. Yeah, so it is not losing anything because the handling capacity is much higher. Okay, so they know how to get it. So also there is another factor of this, why we have to practice and think all these things, is the purity. Not only getting more energy is important, the quality of energy is equally important. That's why the mahaprana comes into the picture. Whether, if you are asking whether other than mahaprana there are other pranas, yes, there are. Even there are something are negative. It, that kind of prana, if it enters, it gets us a negative, impact on our body. Negative energies are creating like a tension and like a mental disbalancing and shivering and all this kind of stuff. Those are the negative energy. It is also one type of prana, like it comes into that and it can affect ours. So that's why we have not only that, we have to take high, the quality of that, we have to take, and out of that Panch Maha Prana is an extremely pure form of energy, what we need. Just to understand, I will give you another example. Suppose the food, like the fruit. Suppose some, fruit are, just like what they call it, the bio thing, without any chemical and thing like that, organic farming, etc., etc. The fresh fruit you take and eat, that you give you the maximum energy. Yeah, that is the best possible. Energy directly taken out. Maybe you wash it and then you just eat it. But that tree doesn't have any chemical and all. It is well, good soil. It has come and all those things. But same fruit from another land, dirty land, and the polluted air and things like that. So it is. It's not that. It will not give you that nutrition. Same fruit, maybe one apple. But if it is given too much of chemical and all those things, pesticide has been used and all those kind of things, it is not cleaned properly, and too much of urea is there on the tree to grow and things like that. So then it will give you almost nil kind of beneficial energy. And if you take it out and leave it so in the fridge for 2 months and then you eat it, the pranic energy will go heavily down. So that nutrition will go down. If you keep it outside and eat it after 1 month, then of course you will be having disease, stomach upset. If you take that apple, same apple, but that is why I'm explaining you to understand that purity matters. It is not that you are eating an apple. Where it came from, what is the level of purity, that determines how much benefit you will get out of it. Or at all you will get benefit, rather than you have to go and consult a doctor to take medicine to counteract what the damage that same apple has caused. Yeah, that's what I'm. So anyway, so that is the understanding purposes. So we have to go to the purity. We have to make sure we are capable to handle that kind of pure thing, high level of energy, and then we convert into the prana, goes into the. First is the functioning of the body, and then something else comes that I will discuss it little later. Okay, it is not only body; there are many layers out there. Okay, so that I will come later on. Okay. Anyway, so go ahead next.
Yeah. So very beautifully explained with the balancing of the wheels and alignment of wheels. So we'll go to the next question. So next question is, what is the significance of practicing Kriya with Panch Maha Prana?
Yeah. Okay. See, this Panch Maha Prana, this is all are coming through our breathing only. And to get the pranic energy, as I said, there are many types of energy. There are negative energy, there are, energy to make people sick and all those kind of things. So out of that, to go into the pranic energy, we have to have a particular rhythmic breathing. What we follow is 3:2 stomach breathing. So 3:2 stomach breathing ensures that when we breathe, only pranic energy get into us, not anything else, not any negative energy. Okay. So negative energy or any hatred and jealousy and all those kind of things, these are all different vibrations only. So that we should not get that energy into us. We only get the pure form of energy, and the way we get it is through breathing, which is 3:2 stomach breathing. In this respect, I will go back to my initial first few sentences. I said that breathing is a vehicle. where the prana enters into our body. So if you want a particular category of the energy, then your vehicle has to be adjusted accordingly. Means if you wanted to actually fly from, say, so maybe Delhi to Paris, then you need a certain kind of vehicle, right? You need an aeroplane. Okay, so same here. So only then you will be able to fly into that one. So vehicle determines how long, how fast you can journey to one place to another. Same here. For the pranic, you need to not only the breathing. Breathing will get all kinds of things. So just to filter the rest of the things out and take the whatever we really need, the purity, purity, high power, high content, octane, you can say in the oil and gas sector terminology, high calorific value. So it is not the gas, the calorific value matters of the gas. Same here. So high energy thing to enter, what we use the technique is 3:2 stomach breathing. Because that rhythm makes sure only a certain level, certain vibration of that energy enters in our body. And that is pranic energy. So all other energy like hatred and jealousy and all these things, anger and all those things, kind of energies are not getting into my body. Only during stomach breathing, 3:2 stomach breathing, only the pranic energy enters into our body. Okay, because 3:2 stomach breathing is the vehicle where you can fly from Delhi to Paris. Or if you choose another vehicle, maybe a Mercedes car, okay, you will go to another city, but not Paris. So same thing here. So it is the vehicle you choose. So 3:2 stomach breathing is the best vehicle to get prana into our body. Best suited. It makes sure that much, distance and you travel in a certain time, and that is the best vehicle for that. So if you choose that vehicle, then you can travel that faster. Same here. Okay. So this is about 3:2 stomach breathing. So next comes that you are saying that Panch Maha Prana Mudras. So
what is the significance of practicing Kriya with Panch Maha Prana? This Kriya we are practicing with Panch Maha Prana. Initially, what is the significance of that?
Okay. So first is the 3:2 has to be having the breathing part of it. And we then, once the vehicle has been chosen, then we have to select within that also. We have to make sure that we get all these 5 mahaprana into our body, because it is responsible for the different parts and the different systems. We cannot overpopulate with one and don't do it another one. Then the disbalance will come. So when we do Kriya, what we do? We do that stomach breathing. We do stomach breathing and we do focusing on each, this chakra. And then we do 3:2 stomach breathing. So then what happens is that during that, mahaprana, which mahaprana will enter our body, then we decided by finer change in the vibration within the bandwidth of mahaprana. Okay. Means all our mahaprana, 5 types, they varies with minor frequencies, variation. So we need all of them, one by one, to get into to saturate our body with, this part of the thing. So the Kriya breathing is going on, same thing, chakra-wise, each chakra need to be activated and all those things. At the same time, what we do, the variation into little bit of vibration, frequency, is determined by our fingers. Okay. This is the mudra, hasta mudra. External mudra, while teaching we call external mudra, but actually technically means Vedic thing is called hasta mudra, means hand gesture. By all the 5 has a 5 different hasta mudra. What it does is by having that kind of configuration by the fingers, we use them as an antenna. Like earlier days, when the new television came, then there is no dish antenna or something. There is aluminum rods for, on everybody's rooftop, there is some aluminum rod kind of antenna. So, and you remember different station having different antenna. I remember in the Kolkata, there is a Kolkata one antenna and there is a Bangladesh another antenna. Okay, Dhaka. And Kolkata another antenna. Anyway, see, different antenna. Why these antennas are different? Because the frequencies are different. Your receiving frequencies are different. So, if we are interested first to work on the prana out of Panch Maha Prana, first one is prana, then we have to hold our fingers in a certain posture so that that particular vibration enters into our body while breathing. Okay, you can say that anyway you are going from Delhi to so maybe Delhi to Paris, but again within that you have a choice. Which airline you will go. Maybe you will travel one after another in all 5 airlines to get the experience of that. But similar way, you can have it choose the different all 5 mahapranas to get into our body and then do all those things one by one. So Kriya means breathing part of the Kriya is only to absorb the pranic energy into our body. But out of that, which one will come will be determined by this. So this mudra, like prana mudra, only that within pranic energy, mahaprana bandwidth, with that particular bandwidth, which is prana, which is responsible for reception, all types of reception of that empowers the reception of the body. Yeah. Then after that, we go to apana. Then we got all kinds of exit from our exit system of our body that determines. So we powered that one up with the other mudra, apana mudra. And then samana, the digestion or absorption. So then we do this saman mudra. And then again, we do kriya, 7 rounds of kriya, and we win this. So that system is, that energized. Then we do Udan, like all this Udan mudra. So all these go higher than that, our throat chakra and above. So those are being, given energy boost, and last Vayana is the circulation, heart and all those things. So one after another, we'll do all those things so that at the end of the whole session, all areas are covered and the chakras are all activated. And this is how we make sure our body is working fine and fit and, ready for the next journey. What is the next journey? Because it is only the physical body. Yeah? So we have to spiritual journey to do. And as we call it, our physical body is a temple of our soul. So it is all about the temple maintenance. How we can maintain the temple, keep it clean and keep it powerful, make sure that whatever is going to happen, many people may visit how, from where they enter, where they sit, where they meditate, or where they puja or whatever. So all these faculties have been taken into account. So the temple is built and made ready for any amount of guests, any amount of what is called the visitors and to visit them, that kind of thing. So our physical body need to be in the good top condition so that the further thing can happen. If the physical body itself is not energized and purified and all, then the further journey is not possible. Yeah. So that is the purpose of doing that, and that all the Panch Maha Prana by different ways, we will all the different sectors and all those kind of things have been empowered and balanced, and the whole system then goes into the system. Okay, Hariom, you raised your hand. Yeah.
Pranam, Guruji. Two little clarification, Guruji, here. Firstly, how these 5 pranas or mahapranas are produced from the single intake? Because
okay, no, not the vehicle is not single intake, because we are holding this.
Even if
mudra.
Guruji, one thing. Even if we are not making the mudra in the normal time, when we are breathing, these 5 are being produced.
No, they are entering, but what I am saying is they are not entering most powerful version of it.
Correct, Guruji.
Okay, you are getting it. But that go back to the example of apple. Yeah. you are getting fresh, clean, organic apple directly from the tree. That is the best possible opportunity. But it does not mean that if you don't go to the organic farming and even if you use pesticides, still you don't get apple. You do get apple.
Right.
All the process is to make the best out of it. Okay, otherwise you are correct. When it is mixture of all five comes into us, then each and every segment is not energized to that extent what we need for our spiritual jump. It's good enough to operate the body, sometimes pain here and there and some disease and all, it will operate. Okay, right. But we are now talking here to go to the next level. Where we need not to bother about our physical body, it will be already taken care of all these kind of things. We'll use the additional energy, the urja, for our higher, goes with the going to take off. Yeah. So for that, only having some properly running body is not good enough. We need additional energy to go there, that level. So in the normal, as you are saying, you are right. It is happened that a mixture of this energy comes. Mahaprana also comes. Yeah. So, but these techniques ensuring that you are getting it most pure form. And one after another, you are going it in that sequence. Suppose, okay, let me give you another quick example, analogy for you. Yeah. Suppose when we sit down for eating, the different preparations come in the different stages. परोसा जाता है ना हमें.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
हाँ, फर्स्ट कुछ छोटा मोटा कुछ घी से कुछ और भाजी टाइप का कुछ होगा, फिर दाल होगा, फिर सब्जी होगी. Thing like that, and then slowly go to curries and all, and then end of it कोई चटनी होगा, फिर बाद में कोई मिठाई होगा, like that. No, there is a sequence. So if you start with the normal sequence, one after another, and enjoy those kind of eat, and you finish it with a sweet and maybe pan at the end, and then your the what is called the feast, the meal, and the thing is complete. Yeah. Now, if just for the sake of argument, I saying that what will happen if I दाल में भी वो डाल दिया, मैंने चटनी भी उसके अंदर डाल दिया, वो जो मिठाई जो है उसको भी उसमें अंदर डाल दिया, भाजी भी उसके अंदर डाल दिया, उसको एक साथ मिला के, हाँ हो सकता है, you can still take it, उसमें कोई problem नहीं है, but do you have that kind of satisfaction and the energy and the things after eating? You will not get. Everything is going together. Okay, so that's why in the Panch Maha Prana, the different segment has a different segment. As I was explaining, it is responsible for the different part of the body, different types of the systems. So इधर कुछ और इधर कुछ कर के ना, it will be मतलब patchwork जैसा हो जाएगा. Nobody will get ultimate, and little bit here and there it will happen. So end product will be your vehicle will slow down. It will not be in top condition. So, but normally if some mix करके खाने में कोई problem नहीं है. So, nobody will stop you eating like that, but better to do it in the sequence one after another so that all 5-course meal is complete. Okay.
So, Guruji, as I have understood now, it's like kind of we have a multiplex signal which is moving on a carrier, and it enters the body and gets divided into 5 different frequencies. Is that
not fully? Yeah. So it doesn't get divided inside our body.
Okay.
Inside the body, it becomes, when it enters, which area it will control. That means if is that say apana comes, it goes into what is the system exiting of the body, it can go there.
Okay.
Okay. But the thing is, if you are not controlling it, then you don't know where it is going. Maybe in the sequence, 5 thing came, 5 different parts of it, all of them are, say, udana kind of energy goes into the mind. Let up the rest of the body get deprived. Originally, I was talking about the balancing it. No? There will be no balance.
Correct.
Here in sequence, if you go into one by one, energizing everything, then when the cycle is complete, end of your Kriya or the process, everything will be in the high energy and balanced and things like that. Okay.
Right.
So it will not divide within the body. Yeah.
Okay.
It is given like a small bits and pieces, different part. They will receive something, but it will not get enough to go into that level, to reach that purity, to reach that kind of velocity.
Okay.
What we need, we need higher velocity because, see, let me put it in this way. Our body has a limitation. I call it private limited. Okay. Our human body is private limited. We have a limited capacity. So that's why the quality matters.
Correct.
So if we breathe something, yes, some part of the khichdi will enter into our body, but that khichdi, some part will take something, but that's not good enough. Means it is unmanaged way of getting the energy. And if we don't have any control, some part of energy, some system will get more energy, some part will be deprived and all, and that's why the disease happens. Okay. So, but if we are one after another, each part, if we are focusing with full awareness, with concentration, we are doing, okay, now first we'll concentrate on the prana, then apana, then urana, then like that, what will happen is all area will be empowered when we complete the process. So this part, it comes from externally. All this, the apana and urana and all this, it comes from outside. It doesn't, within the body, it doesn't get divided into this kind of things. It comes a mixed signal and you get mixed results. But individually, we need to go in the higher. You can say like it is going to a, if you have a lot of say diseases, so if you can go to one doctor, MBBS doctor, and get treat for everything, that's one way. Right. So the doctor will know nothing about heart, nothing about skin disease, nothing. No, the doctor knows. But you will get maximum benefit if you have a critical disease, you heart problem, go to the heart specialist. Okay, some skin disease, go to dermatologist. Like that. Some aankhon ka koi problem hai, go to eye specialist. So you go to 5 eye specialists, they will cure that part of the body only, and end of it, your body will be fit. Correct. Otherwise, you will be going to that MBBS doctor and will give some medicine. It will help you, but it will not come to that level where the 5 specialists can give you.
Right.
Okay, so that there lies the difference. So it is possible. Yeah, it happens, but it is better to go into that level. So we are choosing to go into the specialist level approach. So when we go to eye specialist, then heart specialist, and we cover everything. End of it, we find fit. All necessary things have been tested, all reports received, all diagnosis done, all these things. So end of the whole process of the treatment, we come out as a healthy body.
Now, little more clarification on the mudra, Guruji. Once we make the pran mudra, we are making three elements combined, like Agni, Jal, and Prithvi. And 2 fingers are free. That is Akash and the Vayu. Now, how Akash and Vayu means this prana is the subtlest because these are the 2 of the subtlest elements. Any correlation with these things?
But no, yes. But the thing is, that correlation is at subtler level. Okay. But main thing, the reason we hold it the particular gesture is to get that particular frequency. That combination will give you that particular frequency. That's why you hold it. Yes, if you go to further analyze, those are also there. Those which element and all. Like Ayurveda, we explained about the Vata, Pitta, Kapha and all those kind of stuff. They're combination of different type of thing. So different combination makes different effects on the Vayu, Prana Vayu, Apana Vayu and all this kind of thing. They have the different impact on those. But those are the subtler aspect. But the reason we practice this mudra is to get particular vibration into our body. That is the primary reason. Then other things are there. As you are saying, that is correct. But those are the subtler versions of that, not the primary. Primary we do to make sure we get that particular vibration. Hasta mudra is for that particular vibration. In this case, the Panch Maha Bhuta is not that important. It's a vibration which we, as I mentioned, we use it for as an antenna. We don't use it as an element. We have a mudra for each element. The chin mudra and then
Vayu
what is that?
Mudra, Prithvi
Vayu
Mudra,
Mudra.
Akash Mudra.
So yeah, if you do that, that element will go high. Yeah. But the combination of that, it is not the purpose of enhancing that particular elements and depriving particular elements. This is not the purpose for that
Right.
mantra. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
All right. God bless you. Okay, Nirupam, go ahead.
Yeah, it's very inspiring to know this thing. We are doing it for such a long time. So we really didn't know how significant it is, or tuning with the particular mahaprana is very, very inspiring. Yeah, I'll go to the next question. Then we are doing this practice sometime with the shorter version with the prana and shikhar mudra, and sometime with Panch Maha Prana. So when we should do this first shorter version and when the longer version? So that is the question.
Okay, to answer that question, let us understand that. Yeah, when in like our education system, first thing was to get educated, to get graduated, we have to go through all the subjects and go through all the exams we have to clear, isn't it? Then we become graduate. If we have that 10 papers, we have to clear all 10 papers to become a graduate. No? After graduation, not necessarily all these things we will apply in our professional life. Our professional life, we get some part of it. Maybe one particular area will give priority, other is not that important. Maybe some of them will forget also over the period of time. So what basically I'm saying, there are two things. One is a preparatory time, when you are getting prepared. And next is when you already attain that level, so that is a plateau level. So, means now you are in the service condition. You already have reached wherever you wanted to reach. Now you have to operate there for the further different purposes. So now with this understanding, now came back to the Kriya. Initially, when we learn Kriya, most of the time, our chakras are not activated or even little bit partially activated. Some of them are blocked, some of them misaligned and things like that. Yeah. So what we first priority for us is to make the chakra balanced, energized. Yeah. Means all chakras should be kept activated for, regularly, so that they come to a state by default they are activated. What is activation? Activation means three things. First is unblocking. I explained that in the newly thing where I teach them, I explain that. Initiation, at the time of initiation, I explained that this way. Anyway, and now the topic has come, let me explain. Chakra activation means three things. One is unblocking. Like if the whole, chakra means wheel, no? The center of the wheel, if it is blocked or clogged, little bit, yeah, we need to keep it open, no? Fully clean. Like our kitchen sink, sometimes that get blocked, no? Then we put some kind of caustic soda or some powder is there to unblock, right? So this kind of thing. So we have to unblock so that the channel is clear. The whole has been complete, no partial business. So activation means three things. First is unblocking the chakra, means whole. Second is that alignment. The chakra may not be aligned, like there are 7 chakras, no? They may not be the same angle. Like that, there are 7. This example I gave, like suppose you have 7 playing cards and there is a center, there is a hole. So now I am asking you that there is a sunlight and this is a wall. You put all 7 cards such a way, then sun beam comes through all the holes and go to the wall. So what do you do? These 7 cards, first you do match the centers, no? Center hole to be matched. And if the card is leaning like this, like that, you have to make it parallel, no? Exactly parallel stack you have to make. All holes should be in the same line. Then only sun ray will pass through all of them. Same way, the chakra need to be aligned. Okay, first is unblocking. Second is alignment. Alignment means what just I explained. Centralized plus angle-wise, all these things to be there. All the chakras need to be aligned. Otherwise, whatever I talked about the sun ray, in actual terms, in our body, it is Kundalini energy, which is there in the root chakra. It has to go all the way up to the seventh chakra. That is the purpose. So to go through that, all the chakra must be aligned. Otherwise, it will stop. That where it is misalignment, you will see it will stop. Many of the cases is like that. Kundalini energy could not go beyond third chakra, could not go beyond fourth chakra because of that. Because then the misalignment happened there, or even originally opened, but again slowly gone back to something. So you need some practice to keep them open and aligned all the time. Two things. I said there are total three. Third part of the chakra activation is energization. Opening and alignment, these two are not good enough. Chakra means will, they need to rotate. Good, while rotating, they can emanate that particular energy. Yeah? So that you need to get all the chakra is the energetic condition, rotating condition. Like the wheel of the car, it should rotate, then only car will move faster. So in three things to make sure all the chakras are activated. Activated means again, unblocking, aligned and energized. We have to practice regularly. Regularly and all our body, because these chakras are also, the chakra, it belongs with that part of the body. It is linked to that as well. Like you can say the Muladhara is linked to the Apana. Okay, so and that throat chakra, Visuddhi is Urana. Something like that. And like Vayan is a circulation, heart is a heart chakra and things like that. And then Samana is a Manipura and things like that. Okay. So they are linked. These are interlinked. So this linking of that. So then what happens is when we keep on practicing, then our one point of time will come where you complete that process. Like your body is now fully aligned, activated and energized. You are ready for the next one. Okay, Kundalini experience you might have happened at some point of time, etc., etc. So then come your maintenance period. Then comes your sadhana period. Now you are activating the chakra, keeping yourself ready. Okay, you are a shikhar. Now you are a yogi. Like you attend that. Whatever, the studentship is over. Now you are a practitioner. You are a professional. During that, you need not to go through all the subjects. You have to only few which you maintain your professional, whatever the requirements to maintain that, you need to have a certain things, not everything. So whatever time you needed for all the 5 things to do and meditate and all those kind of things, good thing, but that to make the thing ready. Once you attain that, when you actually, your body is tuned, then you need to consciously do that because it is already activated and it will keep activated. Okay, because your body, it changes its original form. If there is some trapped energy that has gone, purified, healed, and everything happened, so now it is ready. So now it is meant for something else, not learning. That is the time there is no need to go through all of them. Okay, so what we practice, a short version, what we practice now, all of us here, so many of you are in years. So what we do, you are in that zone, you are in that professional zone. So we need to just to do that. So what we do is first we do prana, means we do need, intake is always needed. As long as we leave, we need that intake, okay, through air. Rest, we need not to do everything. What we do, instead of going into the body parts here and there and this system, that circulation system, and we directly give the energy to Kundalini. That Kundalini awakens and that energy goes to all the chakras and all, and it opens that connection to the higher domain and the thing. That is the Kundalini awakening happens. So maintaining your physical body, preparing in physical body, etc. is no longer important. It is there already. By practice and all those things, your body is fully tuned. Now you have to use the energy for Kundalini awakening. So it is prepared, like the temple is ready. Okay, now you have to rocket it to lift off. So for that, the Kundalini, what we do is, first if prana, like intake is needed. After that, then we do shikhar. Shikhar is the mudra that is meant for Kundalini awakening. For root chakra to all the way up, if you do this, the energy will go up. So this thing, what we practice is intake and then go directly to the Kundalini. So you go and then you go to what is called Shiva state. It will help you to go directly into that one. Okay, you don't need to go all the chakra by chakra and thing. I mean, the prana, Panch Maha Prana and all is not really necessary. Okay, so if you do the Kundalini, as Kundalini has many chakras together, all area will be covered anyway because your preparatory part is over. You need not to prepare them again and again. Okay, so that is how it needed to go into that one, and that is the reason we don't do all these things in our practices. But whoever is joining new, I tell them, okay, while in a group, we are following for the group for whoever is there for years, but for the new, okay, in the group you can do shikhar, but when you do practice in private, you do all 5 because your body is not ready yet. Okay, so that is the part of the thing you have to do, and that's why that is a fundamental reason that for whoever goes into higher level is not necessary. I will go into one step further. If somebody already got enlightened, okay, after all of these processes only, okay, this person even doesn't need meditation. Okay, I'm going to forget about Kriya. Even meditation, that person does not need. Yeah, many people ask how long you meditate. They were expecting somebody says half an hour, 1 hour. The master will say I meditate 8 hours or 10 hours or 16 hours or something like that. Master, they don't need it. Okay, why? Because they go to that level, already connected, Kundalini awakening, broadband connection established, everything is there. So they just breath awareness takes them to meditative awareness mode all the time. They need not to sit down for meditation. If they do, that is just for, to enjoy the meditation. They don't need it. Yeah, they're connected. The purpose is served. So even they don't need to meditate. If they're not meditating for 10 days, nothing will happen to them. They don't fall down. Okay. It's not because they're breathing. At the time of breathing, they're fully aware of their breath and the meditative awareness is there. Yeah. So awareness is the final key. Process is not. Process is to go there. When you are in an awareness state, broadband connection opens, you don't need any process whatsoever. Okay. So in that case, the Kriya and part will be reduced. Many cases it will be reduced. And you come to a very simple type of thing at the end of the thing, because you already there, you just need a little bit of thing. And most of the thing you do, not because you need to attain something, only thing just for your enjoyment. You meditate just to enjoy, like that, just to enjoy that. You don't really need it. Nothing to achieve further. Okay, so that is for your information. So that is the reason we don't do. Even further, if you goes higher level, even those two are not needed. No Kriya needed. Breathing is good enough. Phase 2 breathing awareness, WeAreOne Mudra, good enough. Okay, nothing else needed. Okay, all right. Yeah, next.
Yeah, thank you so much. Very nicely explained. So, but the thing is that sometimes I'm doing Panch Maha, this Mahaprana Kriya also. I feel because I enjoy it actually. Basically, I enjoy it.
That's what I'm saying. If you enjoy it, do it. There's no restriction. Yeah. But I'm talking, you may not need them. Yeah, its purpose is over.
Yeah. So I think next question, I think it is from Chaitali. I thought Monali.
Meenakshi, I think. Yeah. Okay, fine. So, fifth question is from Meenakshi. Yeah, Meenakshi, you are there?
Pranam Dada.
Pranam.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So my question is, doing Kriya with Panch Maha Prana Mudras, what is the significance of the placement of hands? Why we are placing hands on different area of body? So
Okay.
this is my question.
Yes. So if you see that earlier we mentioned about the Pran Mudra is a reception. Pran Mudra is for the reception area. So where the nose is, so normally you put hand there, positioning of the hand in that level where the nose is, because it is the reception, main reception area. Okay. Then second one, apana, is exiting system, excretory system, like a stool and urine and all this. That's why we go to the lower part of the body, where the most of the excretory systems are there. And then samana is responsible for the absorption and the digestion. So that's why it is put in front of the stomach. Okay, just placing the hand, because that area is mostly done in the digestive areas are mostly there. Uran, that is the higher energy mind and the brain and all those things. So that's why again we go back to here to do upper level energy flow. So that's why it is given, you can say the next to your, again next to the brain, which is there. And Vayan is a circulatory system. So when we put this in front of the heart chakra, it is the heart which is responsible for our circulatory system. So we place next to the heart that Vayan. So that is the one by one simplistic answer of your question. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Okay, now as the questions are over, let me give you a few other things. Now, mudras. Okay, there are different types of mudra. That is, we mudra, as I said, that we use for external mudra, with Panch Maha Prana we talked about. These are called hasta mudra. I'm just giving some information, just for your information about these mudras. Hasta mudra, now I'm talking about the scriptures, what is written, the Vedic or Ayurvedic, this kind of knowledge is from there used. During our learning Kriya, we did two types of mudras. One is external mudra, as I said, prana, apana, samana, vrana. Another is internal mudra. Okay, internal mudra, we Ashin and Ujjayi and Khechari and all this kind of stuff. So these two things we do. Now what I'm explaining is how many types of mudras are there altogether. Even though all of them we don't use them in our Kriya. First is, just for your knowledge, first is called hasta mudra, like hand gestures. All our external mudras are hasta mudra, hand gestures. Then the next one is called mana mudra. Mana mudra is which controls our mind. Something related to the head of our body. First is hand. You can say the mana mudra is a head, related to the head. What is the related to the head or head area? So we do okay, we do like rotating the tongue, Khechari mudra, rotate the tongue, push it up, and Shambhavi, go to the third eye, etc. These mudras, we call it internal mudra, but these mudras are actually your head and disoriented, like something related to this kind of systems and related to the different sense and the brain system and this kind of stuff. Those are called mana mudra. Mana mudra is which related to the head. First is related to the hand, hasta mudra, then related to the brain or mind called mana mudra. Then there is called kaya mudra. Kaya means body. We have done kaya upasana also, but that's a different thing. Kaya mudra means certain postures of the body. You might have, how we use it, you might have noticed that I am saying that When you sit down, your spinal cord goes straight and erect and all these kind of things. Your face should be up and all, means your body posture also played a role. And that is also another type of mudra. So that is called Kaya Mudra, body posture. Or somebody wants to sit Padmasana and all those kind of things. All the kind of asanas are your the Kaya Mudra. They are the different postures of the body. Then that is something called Bandha Mudra. Bandha means lock. There are many things we call analog, or there is something, the gulping exercise, holistic exercise. One of the exercise we hold this nose and then we gulp. Yeah. In the camps we practice holistic exercises, gulping exercise. These are the Bandha Mudra, means you closed something, close some nose, ears, or whatever, different parts of the body. Normally, when we sit in a meditation, we close our eyes. So those kind of things are there. We are not talking or something, the mouth is also closed. So these are called Bandha Mudra. Bandha means locked. Then the last one is called Adhara Mudra. Adhara Mudra is a little special one. What happens is that we have a lot of energy into the lower part of the body. And if it goes downward, then we have something called tamasic tendencies. Tamasic means the relaxing and enjoying food, drink, and all this. So the tamasic tendencies, because of the energies lowering, going towards down. So there are some mudra which transfers the direction of the energy from the lower to higher side, because all we wanted to do go towards the high side, like the crossing shastra and at least third eye crossing. So if we can do that from your lower going energy, if you can rotate in, sending it back to the upper side, then that is called Adhara Mudra. And one of the mudras, what we do is Ashwini Mudra. So I explained Ashwini Mudra, the first chakra, when it gets activated, there is a normal tendency of that energy go to through legs, it goes to the ground. So, and then we put the anal lock, we put the lock energy so that when the first chakra get activated, it only energy goes up, not going down. Yeah. These are called Adhara Mudra. These mudras, when we apply, we change the direction of the energy. It is not body area specific, it's the direction wise. So any downgoing energy, if we can convert with certain mudra, and that is called Adhara Mudra. Okay, so these are the five main mudras. So what we practice in Hasta Mudra is for external. Internal, we do have Mana Mudra and Bandha Mudra also, and Adhara is also another type of lock is there. But Adhara, there are other techniques also. Simply, let me tell you on these things. In the higher level, we don't need the mudras to go to change the direction of the energy. You can do it. The masters, they do it by awareness. They just put that particular energy and change the direction of the energy up. So some downgoing energy or any like of sexual energy can be transported back into the Kundalini and going up. In the sannyasis, they are taught particularly of this kind of things. We don't do that because we are grihasthis, but there are techniques which can reverse that particular direction of the energy, which is used for the sadhana and the higher level of vibration of the body. So these are also possible. Those are done by Adhara Mudras. Adhara Mudras, and at the higher level of that is your awareness. Simply being aware will change that. It will go in the direction changes, and that is called Adhara Mudra. Okay, and let me see, I kept few notes just to discuss. Okay, so we have mudras. Okay, so first is what the mudras does. So think it objectively. Why we need to do mudra, particularly hand mudras, to do that? What is the fundamental purpose of the mudra? Fundamental purpose of the mudra is to control the energy flow. Energy always flows. And of course, why they need to control? Because out of control energy is destructive. We don't want that. And too much less energy, deficient energy, will not be able to operate. So we need to balance it. So we need to put some kind of window, energy envelope within which it will operate. So that part has been done by the mudras. Yeah, mudra doing that, you can say that these mudras are like switch gears of the electrical system. Yeah, just to make different switch settings, we make sure which amount of energy will go to which area. Not too much, not too less either. And those are monitored. So same the mudras do. You know, mudra is also, and only when there are a lot of mudras which are used for linking between your physical body, then mind, and then the soul. Soul level means starting point of the soul, which is the energy body, second body. Mudras help us to go from the physical level to the subtler level, which is a mental mind level, and then go to the energy level or energy body system. Yeah. So it also helps us to get into that connection between our physical body with then the further onto our energy body. So you can say the mind, body, soul alignment happens through mudras. So we need this technique. So that particular chin mudra, what we use here, we use it as a dhyan agni, the fire and air together. So what it does is that ignites that fire during this meditation, which helps us to connect with the higher bodies, subtler bodies. Then first it starts with the pranic body, then the second layer, the emotional body, and our physical body is a manifested version, solidified version of the energy. But that's not good enough for our whole spiritual journey. We need this thing actually for the higher purposes, not to run our physical body. So to do that, the mudras are helpful to get those kind of connection, which is beyond physical body. Yeah, through the energy body that it connects to the higher bodies. So that is also the purpose. So that is interesting about that mudras, what we do. So, and this aspect, what Hariom's question was, that why we certain fingers are put it into certain elements and things like that. Those are actually, now I'm answering that, the subtler version of that. Actually used to connect to those levels, the Panch Maha Prana to those higher bodies. To connect them, we need a certain element. Certain elements are helpful to connect certain things into our higher bodies. That's why when those fingers are, activated, deactivated to go to that level. It is not about, inhaling. It is about the way it is to be connected, which level, which area it will be connected. It decides that. Yeah? Means whether we go to bus stand or airport or railway station depends on that, the type of vehicle we get and the type of destination we choose. So even though go to a airport or go to a railway station or bus stand, we use taxi. Those are same. Okay. From our house, we take taxi only. So from initially that is okay. But later on, you have to change the vehicle based on your destination. There, all those 5 elements and the combination of elements, those are become important. So for that, in the higher level of pass, you take that as a pass and go there. Okay. That is the reason, but those are very complicated to understand. It is not 1:1 thing because everything is connected together. But those are I'm saying the subtler implications of the mudras are that. To connect to which higher body you like to connect, which area, is nothing to do with your physical, prana, apana, and which part of the body. It's about, secondly, you are about going into that. There, mudras are basically, those parts are meant for that. To connect to that kind of higher bodies, and to do that, even the mudras are important to remove the blocks. Any of the systems, if you have a blocks, those mudra, if you do it with mudra, then it can flush the thing. It works like a valve in a water pipeline and something like that. It controls that flow. Also, it makes sure that that particular channel is free flowing. So if certain maintenance it blocks, does the maintenance open, then everything works fine. So like that. So those kind of, there are multiple, things are there to the way the energy operates. It's not that easy. But whatever I have explained to you, that is a fundamental understanding that is good enough for, basic understanding of the things. But of course, there are many layers of everything. And mudras, as I said earlier, I just little bit touch upon that. At one stage, even the physical mudras are not necessarily. You can have the mudra even by intention, like prana mudra. You are not holding it. You are intending that you are having prana mudra. That is good enough. Yeah. You might have Manali and Ashit, you are there? Manali?
Yes, Guruji, we are here.
Okay.
Yes, Guruji, we are here.
Okay. Yeah. The thing, let me explain. You remember earlier there was a say that Manali, you told Ashit will not be able to hold certain mudras. Yeah. I told it doesn't matter whatever hand you put, you intend that hand is in, prana mudra, isn't it? Yeah, because of our physical some issues.
And during the meditation for Kumbh also, you told him that you just keep that water in front of you and it will become the same energetic water.
A hand or something like
yes.
that. That knowledge comes from the awareness level, not physical level. I'm just giving an example. I already applied that to you. Yeah? So what I'm saying is these physical things not always necessary. You have to. Initially it is needed, but at certain special cases, like in case of Ashit, what we did is we directly go to awareness level, and that's it. Awareness, and to be specific, intention. If your intention is I'm holding my hand like that, that's good enough. Energy doesn't. You can say energy doesn't understand your thought or something. Energy goes with your vibration. The moment your intention is that to do like that, then energy will flow there. The energy follows through intention. It doesn't see it in per se. Okay, it follows your intention. By physically holding something or intending to do it, it's energetically it's all same. It becomes a fallacy because we operate so much into the physical level. No? We think we are not doing it. It's not that. It is your intention makes it happen. Not necessarily physically you have to do everything. Like, our during meditation, all the meditational experiences, we travel many places, even the lokas, different dimensions. But where is our physical body? Physical body is motionless, sitting at one place, right? Physically, we're not traveling anywhere. But where we are getting those experiences? Through intention, through the energy. Energy will not see where you physically located. Energy will see where your intention is. If your intention is to visit Rishi Loka, energy will go there. You will have an experience of Rishi Loka. So that is the higher level of sadhana. Okay, through intention, through awareness. So physically, you need not to go there, and may not be possible to go there. They're different issue. Even if it is possible, it can go there, and that is how mind reading is possible. Without physically, going in contact with somebody, you can get the energetically the what signals are going on somebody else's mind. Healing, channeling energy is possible. Everything is possible without any physical touch. Masters they do healing remotely. How?
Yes, absolutely.
Because suppose somebody is suffering from
every day, I can feel that.
Physical. So physical ailment without physical presence, how healing happens? I'm just explaining for the understanding purposes that through intention, energy flows where the intention is. So it doesn't matter whether you're holding hand in not this way or not. If your intention is that I'm holding that my hand in the prana mudra to attract that mahaprana, it will enter into your body. Just by intention. Of course, your intention has to be pure. You should not be thinking of something and, one of the thought will be, please come enter into my body. It will not come because it is not pure form. Okay, it is mixed, too much diluted. But if you can purify your mind and hold the intention, you don't need any physical thing. Anyway, so this is just to explain a little detail about that. Oh, God bless you. So that is it. So if any other question, then okay, Dipannita, go ahead.
Pranam Rajdeep uncle. My question is, during Kartik Purnima, not last year, but the year before that, there was a meditation and light activation video that was recorded on YouTube. And my experience of just watching that much later, not real time, was very hugely different than normal meditation when I do it alone. So my question is, what is the effect of being around high energy, somebody who is, like masters or somebody who has very high vibrational energy, when we do this meditation or even Kriya with the mudras and the mahapranas? I feel that it is a much higher effect, but I'm curious, what is the effect on the pranas itself when you are around this high energy?
Yeah. No, that's a very good question. See, all the masters, they are having purified themselves, all level, like physical cleaning. I'm not taking bath and all. Mental, no thought. Emotional, no emotional thing. Doesn't get emotional. They are in equanimity and they purify all these things. Karmas are over, Karan they are clean, and all this kind of thing. So they can huge amount of energy they can hold it. They can, because that reflects into the vibrations and then goes into that. So anybody comes in contact with them, energetically contact. I was talking intention. If you are connected to any of the masters, then your energy changes. So your quality of your experiences will change because it is now in the environment of that. Physically, if you come near to anybody who is having the higher vibration, you come into the we call energy field. If energy field advantage is, it doesn't matter what vibration you are having, you will come into that vibration anyway. So if you see, like suppose there's a lake there. So there is a lot of small thermocol pieces are there, and they are little bit vibrating on their own, from here and there. Then somebody put a big stone and put the middle of the lake. It creates some big vibe, no? Wave will be created, and all these thermocol pieces will be up and down into the wave of that stone what has been thrown into the water. Master's role are exactly like that. No matter originally how we are moving, how we are vibrating, because of the presence of the physical presence of the master, you will be in unison. You need not to do anything from your side. Only thing, catch is there, only thing is you have to be connected with the master. Means if you rejecting that master, no, I cannot, why should I follow, and who is he or she, and then it will be blocked. But if you allow it, so I'm just telling you that how to get connected. Best way to connect to any masters is love and gratitude. Okay, if you are grateful, gratitude invites grace. Just simply being grateful, you will get it. And if, by the way, the masters, they don't need it, They are not looking for, they don't need it. Okay, they are like a sunlight. They give it irrespective. But how much you get depends upon your receiving capacity. Love and gratitude will enhance your receiving capacity. So you will get maximum. Each level or energy will receive, your quality of your experience will change. Your experience will change. Physical level, what you have done doesn't matter. Same Kriya is hundreds of people are doing every day, but all of their experiences are different, completely different. How it is possible? And it is possible because they are in a different level of awareness. They have gone high. That energy takes you to the high level of awareness, and from there, your own experience changes, even though physically you're doing the same activity. Okay, so this is the way you can understand that. So if you get into that, so even if a master conducts something, some of the Kriya and meditation, same somebody else is also doing. Technique is same, but difference is when any master conducts, he or she gives the Shakti path through it. Even any satsang, if you listen, okay, the listening, the voice goes into, doesn't matter how sweet and how rough the voice is, the quality of tone doesn't matter, okay. Each and every word, if you are listening, the energy will be transferred to you. And my Guruji, Prem Nirmalji, has done some experiment. It is also seen, even if the recorded one, you will get that. Means it not necessarily all the time is to be live. That energy stays even if it is somebody listened to the recording after 2 years. If you see, listen to any recording, we have our group, so many, 235, any of the recording, you just listen, you will immediately come into the meditative state, no matter what the topic. You will feel like meditating. Okay. I'm not claiming, you just experience, pick up anything and just do that, because Shaktipat is there. That energy is there. Only you need to connect. If you don't connect, I'm listening, but I don't think anything will happen to me, then it will never happen. But if you purely, wholeheartedly listen, you'll get into that. Even somebody is telling me I cannot listen for a long time. I get into deep meditation. It's a problem for me. Many, say that we don't listen. But most of the time, I see people are telling me they're listening while they're air travel. They're sitting and then they're listening in these things, and that is one good strategy. That is also done. Anyway, what I'm saying is that it is possible that the Shaktipat goes through each and every word. These are not physical words. Like they are not sentences. There's a pact with energy. So those energy reaches you, and the quality of your experience changes no matter what you do. Okay, if you meditate, quality of meditation changes. If you do, Kriya, the type of Kriya will change, and suddenly go into the very high level of that energy, and the Kundalini experience will happen, and things like that. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. God bless you. Now let me just save a little bit of attendance here. Just give me a minute. Just let me save this. Okay, after that, Hariom and Vikas, I'll come to you. Just give me another minute so I can save. There are many attendees, so to different parts. Part by part, I'm saving that in this list. Okay, all right, Hariom, go ahead.
Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam.
Now, when we go and meet a master, we are in presence of some master. Is there any particular mudra we are supposed to hold while listening to him? Or is there any particular part of his body which we are supposed to pay attention to? Third is, suppose we are looking at the picture of a master, where to look, how to get connected using a picture. Because many times we may not be listening to his voice or something, only a picture is available. So these are two, three things.
No, that's a good thing. Okay. First is how do you attend, what will be you do while in presence of any master? You simply sit in Chin Mudra. Chin Mudra, where to look at to the master? You need not to look at to the master, you close your eyes. Okay. You close your eyes and try to connect energetically. If you say, and your third question also same is applicable for this, what is called in the photograph or something, if you are just in front of that, where to look at. If you really wanted to look at the third eye first, the master's third eye, and then you close your eyes. No need to keep it open.
Right, Guru.
Why? I'm just explaining why you have to close your eyes, because we lose maximum amount of energy through our eyes.
Correct, Guru.
Eyes are the windows to our soul. So initially, eyes are getting the connection. Once it is connected, you need to transfer the energy. For that, you need not to look at all the time.
Right.
And this Chin Mudra will help you ignite the Dhyana Agni, that will ignite the fire element, which will help you to receive more and more, or go into the subtler messages, subtler energy transfers. If you are in that posture, close your eyes in front, meditating, and another thing I should, that reminds me, it's a little funny. I have seen when the big masters like Amar Jyoti ji and all come here, Dubai or someplace, I see a lot of people are dhakka mukki karke na, who will sit in front of the master. Like ekdam fraud log hai, don't bother. Okay. And because if you do that, you will annoy others. Yeah? And that annoyance will create a hindrance for you to receive.
Right.
What I used to do, even from our Guruji's program or anything, I used to go to the extremely last row. I'm not obstructing anyone. I'm not trying to go near the master physically. No need. Just going, not meditating. I'm just fully alert and aware, but in the Chin Mudra and concentrating on whatever is there. The moment we do that, first thing what happens, your heart chakra opens. Boom. Okay. And then it start getting the higher level of energies and a lot of subtle things, energy things, you will get the meaning of those things. It doesn't matter exactly what the content of the talk. You get the meaning and things like that, you can realize, and those kind of things, you come back with those experiences. Okay. Anyway, so that is the way you should deal with this, to listening to any master. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Bless you. Yes, Vikas.
Pranam, Guruji. I just wanted to know more about how to experience this Shiv Vyapti state, what you have explained. Can you elaborate further? Because we do Sunday meditation, and our last part this only, but I am not able to really experience that.
Okay. Yeah. So how to go into Shiva Vyapti? Yeah. The Shiva Vyapti, the whole thing is awareness business. In that time, all the mudra and all was gone. Even the mind is quietened much before that. Mind has dropped. You've gone into the Sandhikal and things like that. So the basic thing what happens is it comes to, I think I'm getting some echo up here. So it is a tool of awareness expansion only. Three things you can start to see, starting point of your awareness. Either it should be that, the gap awareness, whatever in our, thought, awareness of the thought, and the awareness of the breathing or gap, or awareness of your heartbeat. These three things are important. You choose whatever is best suited for you to go beyond. Suppose you feel that, the gap between two thoughts is good for you, or breathing that gap, Sandhikal Jagruta is good for you, or Hridaya Upasana, heartbeat is good for you. You select. So first you calm down your mind and go to that level. So then these steps, the 6 steps, whatever we do, we normally use a sound around us. You can skip the next one if you feel it is not working for you. It's okay. Like around the body and all these things that you can skip. You can directly go and start listening the sound. So even though in the step by step, what is inside your room, what is outside your room, you need not to go step by step. You simply use the sound. To expand that awareness, Shiv Vyapti, it is just opposite when we normally hear something, noise, so many people are talking, crowd and all, it disturbs us, right? In the awareness level, it is just opposite. It gives you the opportunity for multiple awareness. And many a time I used to sit down in a busy airport or in a mall at one place. So if you have some opportunity, some bench which is overlooking some window and all, you can close your eyes, nobody will see, but you can hear all the sounds. That's one way. If you see there is no way you can close your eyes, even with the open your eyes. With open your eyes, but not focusing on anything. Like eyes of fish, like blank look. Okay. With the blank look, you can sit down, not focusing on anything. And in the blank look, you just start meditating there. Focus on your breath. Yeah. And then slowly, you, even if open eyes, you start listening to all the sounds. In the mall, I'm saying, suppose in a mall. So then try to listen as much as you can to listen to all sounds. And then if you really, then you do it regularly. Try to go as much, what is called crowded place as possible. It can be a park, it can be some children playground, and it doesn't matter where it is. Those sounds will enhance. Quality of sound, how sweet the sounds are, how bad, doesn't matter. Maybe cars are honking, doesn't matter. Okay. Or somebody may be shouting, doesn't matter. They need not to say sweet talk, nice talk. No need, just sound. If you practice in the crowded place, that will help you for this kind of going to the expanded awareness. That is the practical tips. So start with something what you're good at. Means whether it is a gap between two thoughts or whether it is sandhikal, gap between inhale, exhale or heartbeat. This is your starting point. Synchronize and be fully aware and then use the sound to expand. And find out some area which is having more sound and things like that. And then through that, you will objectively listen. How do you know that you are going beyond your mind and you are actually expanded in the awareness? When simultaneously you can hear more than one sound, then you are going beyond mind. If you can, all the sounds you are, not everything, maybe 3, 4, 5 sounds you can listen at the same time. And that is your awareness, because our mind cannot focus on more than one thing at a time. If you're trying to listen one thing, it will drop off automatically. That is the mind. But closing your eyes and listening to many sounds, when you then slowly, little practice, slowly you will not be able to listen more than one thing. Because you're not focusing, you're not really getting into any one of the things. No? Maybe many people are talking many things. Only thing you have to control is analytical mind need to be stopped. Don't judge what they are saying and to whom they are saying. And it doesn't matter. Just it is a sound bite. You just listen to that and it is your exercise. It is your thing, not others. Yeah? So just keep on listening as much as you can. Yeah? After, say, about doing this maybe 1 or 2 weeks, of visiting these malls and crowded places, then you sit down in your home and you will get Shiv Vyapti like that. Because your internal, that resistance has dropped off. Many of us, we are not able to go to Shiv Vyapti because we think it is too tough. It is not possible for us to go normally. When the idea of toughness comes and drops, then it happens. It's very simple. Because we are so much conditioned about the Shiva Bhakti or these things, it's too tough. Like even enlightenment, too tough. We don't get it. Even I go there and say, no, how it is possible? Maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe something is happening. How come it's not, maybe it is not the right way, and think all this noise need to stop. Okay. Then automatically it is your true essence. It will automatically come out. Only you have to allow it to come out. That's all. Shiva Bhakti, all of us we have. So only thing is noise need to be dropped. So that noise, our mind and our blocks or our conditioning need to drop and things reveal itself. Okay. Anyway, you just practice it and then you let me know what is the type of experience you're getting and all those things. So matter of 1 week or 2 maximum. It will be okay. Okay. All right. Okay. God bless you. All right. So if Ganesh Babu.
Good evening, Guruji.
Good evening, Ganesh.
My question is, the Sandhikal happens now watching, where exactly the meet point will happen in our body? So,
Sandhikal, say it again. You're talking breathing Sandhikal or chakra Sandhikal?
Breathing Sandhikal. When we watch our breath, right? So it converts into energy and there is a pause and then it comes back as a exhale. Inhale, exhale, there is a gap.
Yeah. See, at the Sandhikal, what air we breathe, basically oxygen, that converts into pranic energy. Breathing is just a vehicle. I was explaining earlier.
Yeah.
So in that particular, what is happening is at that particular point, the so-called air is converted into energy. So that is the prana. That is the point where actually it happens. So if you are aware of that, then our awareness also goes into the energy dimension directly. If we just go into that transition, automatically we also get into that the next one, the energy dimension, and then further our journey starts there. Okay, so that is the significance of catching the turning point or Sandhikal. Sandhikal, it is just a small window which the bridge comes and then bridge disappears also. If you are careful, the moment the bridge is established, just cross the bridge. That's
okay.
all. That is the approach. I say that it is attempt. You take multiple attempts when you can cross the bridge, but that is the way. That is where it happens. Yeah.
Got it, Guruji. And one another clarification is, it happened twice, right? One happened before inhale, exhale.
Yeah, at the end of inhalation, at the end of exhalation, correct.
So one happened after inhale, before the exhale, there is one more thing which happened, actually.
Yes.
One should focus, I particularly would like to understand, once we have made an inhale, then there is a gap and the exhale happened, right? So the exhale happened from inside. So the inside there is a pranic energy is getting created. In particularly in some area of our body. Is it something that is that somewhere we need to focus? It's okay. Normally we make the awareness to keep the awareness during the meditation.
Okay. Now, just to understand, you're saying there are two Sandhikal. Which one is better or which one is?
Two Sandhikal. I am talking about one we inhale. Inside our body, the energy is converting, right? That pranic energy is converting. That is happening inside. After that, there is a gap. Then exhale start. That bridge happens there. So where to focus on that inside where the pranic is happening, how to focus that? That's what my question is.
Only have to be aware of the turning point. Rest of the things will automatically happen. You don't have to do anything.
Okay. It's just an awareness. That's it, actually.
It is just an awareness. You have to just be aware. Finish. Okay. It will automatically take you there.
Understood.
Only you shouldn't miss it. That's what I'm saying. You have to catch it with awareness. Yeah. You need to be just aware.
Correct.
Then it will automatically take you there. You need not to do anything there.
Okay. There is
So
nothing.
automatically the door will open, you get in inside that. Or even if you are inside that, even if you're not moving, your environment will change. Okay. You will be in the same place, but your environment will change because you already shifted the dimension. You know, all dimensions, they are parallelly existing in the same place, basically. Of your awareness, you will be able to see much, much better things and the different way of looking at it. Yeah. So that you need to be just simply be aware. Finish. Need not to do anything.
Okay. Understood. Understood. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Fine. Okay, Monica. Yes, Monica, go ahead.
Pranam RPA.
Pranam.
So I was thinking while we were just discussing about the prana and the breathing. So when we meditate, then I have realized that my breathing is deep and I'm really aware of my breathing also, especially Sandhikal when we practice. But usually throughout the day, especially when we are in a rush, then I see that such a shallow breathing. And it just don't go past my chest, and it doesn't go to the belly. How can we be so vigilant? I know we have to be aware of our breathing throughout the day, but it's not happening despite of regularly practicing everything. But throughout the day, it's too shallow. So how can we make sure that we are more vigilant and take more deep, wholesome breathing through the belly? And I think this is the cause of so many of diseases too.
Yeah. So, see, what you need to do is, you're maybe all the time you're not aware of the breathing and it doesn't go into stomach breathing or 3:2. And, whenever you remember, just bring back the awareness to your breath. That's all.
Okay.
So you're concentrating on some work and, then one phone call received, and after finishing your phone call, you realize, I am not following. You just start, be aware. So the more you do it more frequently, it will help you to, basically we call it keep coming back. It's okay to deviate. Okay. But it is important you keep coming back onto the track. Yeah. So by this process, slowly, automatically you will be, the moment little bit your concentration will go away, somewhere you suddenly realize your breathing has to be done, you come back to that one. So initially it needs little bit of conscious effort. Later on it will be more frequent, like you will be able to do it. So that is the first step, and that's second step, and after that then you will be in all the time in the awareness automatically. Yeah. So initially you just, as and when you remember, you do it. Even if it's 2 times in a day, doesn't matter. Something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
You start like that. Okay?
Yes, RPA. Thank you.
Okay. God bless you. All right. Let us call it a day. So we'll go into our Shanti part and then we'll conclude our session. Oh. Sarvesham swastirbhavatu. Sarvesham shantirbhavatu. Sarvesham purnam bhavatu. Sarvesham mangalam bhavatu. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhino Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukhabhag Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Mangalam. That completes our session today.